Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're tuning in today, it probably means you are in the process of making a big move to Northern Virginia, and you probably have a little bit of doubt of how you're going to meet new friends. Don't worry, I've got you covered. In today's video, I'm going to be diving into both some local spots and some strategies on how you can meet new people when making a move to Northern Virginia. First up, let's talk about the challenge of making new friends in Northern Virginia. This video is inspired by a lot of my relocation clients who, over the years, we've chatted and they say, Amanda, it's difficult to make friends in Northern Virginia. And they are not wrong. But don't worry, I've got solutions for you. Northern Virginia is a very fast-paced area. People have long commutes, so a lot of times they are headed to work and they head straight home or head to pick the kids up, and there's not a lot of free time going on, which makes it difficult to build new relationships. But I have solutions, and the first one is going to be meetup.com. This site has helped so many of my clients make meaningful connections, both personally and professionally. Meetup.com has something for absolutely everyone. It has niche interest groups if you're looking for something really specific, but it also has broader groups like cooking, or in my case, dog rescue is one of my interests. No matter what you're looking for, you will find it on meetup.com and be able to meet with people who have similar interests and passions as yourself. Next is volunteer organizations. And volunteering is such a great way to not only give back to the community, but also put yourself in an atmosphere where you're around people that have similar values to you. Whether it is a political cause, or going back to that dog rescue like me, or just cleaning up an area in your community. You're going to be around people that have similar interests that you do, and it's a great way to open up the door to starting to build meaningful relationships. Bonus that you're also giving back to the community in the process. Next is attending events around town. Don't underestimate all of the events that are constantly going on in Northern Virginia. There's one thing for certain about this area: there is not a shortage of things to do. And I don't mean events like the after party at the club. I mean community events like Chamber of Commerce galas or even Chamber of Commerce meetings. And I'm not saying that you are going to build a lifelong friendship by going to one of these, but it does put you around people in order to have the opportunity to have more conversations, meet new people, and see if there's a relationship that could be developed. The bottom line with getting out with these community events and really becoming a member of the community is giving yourself the opportunity to simply meet new people. Next is age-specific groups. And if you're interested in meeting people that are in a similar stage of life that you are, whether that's young professional or inching towards retirement, or maybe even already retired, there are plenty of groups that are focused around hobbies and different interests, but that are age-specific, so that you're sure to be in a group with like-minded people who also resonate with where you are in your stage of life. And that brings me to my next segment, which is young professional groups. There are lots of groups in Northern Virginia that are strictly for young professionals, and these groups range from information about targeting your ideal career path or even growing the career that you're already in, all the way up to getting married and starting a family. There are so many age-specific groups out there. It doesn't just have to be a certain segment. There are the young professionals, there are retired groups, there's women's groups, moms groups. There's just lots of groups that you can get involved in here in Northern Virginia and be able to be around people that are in a similar phase of life as you are. My last tip is to spend some time in certain areas in Northern Virginia that are known where people get out, stroll around, and have conversations. I would recommend going to one of our downtown areas. Old Town Alexandria comes to mind first. I'm a little biased. I love Old Town Alexandria, and there are always people out strolling around, and it makes it easier to strike up a conversation. A couple other areas that come to mind are the Mosaic District. You also have downtown Falls Church, and you have Fairfax City. Another area that you could go to is also going to be the Reston Town Center. Lots of shopping and dining there in a very walkable area, so it puts you in front of more people to be able to strike up a conversation. The other thing to keep in mind is to be open to having a conversation. Something about Northern Virginia, I personally don't love it, but it is a characteristic of our area, is people have their pods in, they have their phone on, they don't even look at you when you walk past them on the street. So you've got to be open to having those conversations as well. But if you put yourself in certain areas where people are out and about more, walking around, you have a better opportunity of making connections. Bonus, if you have a dog, I highly recommend going to a dog park. It is such a great way to strike up a conversation and meet new people while the dogs are playing. I'm going to drop a few links in the description, one for meetup.com, one for volunteer opportunities, and also for Eventbrite, in hopes of helping you find some events with like-minded people that you might want to attend and hopefully start some new relationships. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, reach out on social, whatever works for you. I'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Northern Virginia. And until I see you on the next one, take care.